Boys, so here's the thing. Cinderella apparently has a bug, and no, it's not the targeting issue when you're shooting at mirror container. That's something that they said that they're gonna address already. It's another one, and this is actually a good old bug. If you guys have started playing back early on, this is a bug that we have experienced on another unit as well. And here's the thing, this bug is actually a good thing for us, because that's also why Cinderella's doing a bit more damage than a little bit. Yeah, please don't fix this shift up, or you know, hey, you know, just it's not a bug, it's a feature. Like, just make it a feature. Okay, shift up, it's not a bug, it's a feature now. Okay. All right, 605. All right. Here we go. I shall demonstrate it here. Look at how much Cinderella's damage is after her burst. 33 mil. Right? Let me try this again. I'll do another one just to demonstrate that it is consistent, roughly around plus or minus 43 mil. I saw a little bit more crit there. Okay, I'll just do one more just in case, just to give you a little bit more average. I saw a little bit of crit there. Just a few crits. 40 mil, right? So it was like 33 mil to 40 mil. Now here's the thing, this is the good old Harran bug, if you guys are very familiar back then, where her damage is actually scaling based on her charge damage. So I'm shooting away, right? I'm shooting away 83 mil. That's double the damage. All right, well, let's do it again. Hold up. All right, let's do it again. That's just coming from her burst skill, basically. So I'm gonna try, I'll try to see if I can do it within like the half 150%. Did I do it that? No, I think if you're not full charge, it just shows us 100%, I guess. Okay, let's try it again. So I'll full charge this time. Okay, so full charge right here. Full charge, boom, boom, boom. I'm shooting 95 mil. So is it intentional or not? You know, it's a feature now. No, right? It's totally. Well, basically, she just needs to have the full charge at the time she burst. So as long as that's happening, that should be okay. Yeah, so it seems like, yeah, I only got 40 mil there. So she has to be in that mode. I guess once she's in that mode, then she's getting that buff. Now the question is, if they have been testing with this the whole time anyways, I don't see it as an issue, because like it seems like, you know, they probably have balancer based on that number, right? So if they have been balancing her based on that number, then I think it's fine that way. And maybe, you know, the description just needs to be adjusted, right? Like I feel like that they wanted these numbers, so yeah. Well, let's see what would happen if they actually tried to fix it. So let's try setting up. I guess this is just I'll see it, so that means I have to make sure that I'm not fully charge up when I'm bursting. Okay, so I have to manual this a little bit, but let's see the numbers if we actually properly let's do this. All right, let's see the numbers real quick. So this one, I made sure that I have charged up while shooting. So here's the thing, I'm gonna try to reload every time right before she's bursting, so I'll try to see. Yeah, so if they nerf her with this bug, yeah, it would actually be bad. Part of the downside though is, oh shit. Okay, I mean, did you guys remember the damage before? She did 2 bill before, just a heads up. So now it's 1.5. I lost 25% damage. Oh but also it's because I'm also intentionally reloading at specific times. So I'll do the full burst again here properly, where I make sure that Cinderella has the charge. Let's see if she can reach 2 bill also, as long as I'm doing the same rotation. Now let's see her damage. Yeah, so I only got to burst because of how I'm bursting. However, she did 1.8. Okay, when I tried to kind of match the reload timing a little bit, she did 1.8. Okay, I'll try to make it so that the moment she bursts, she's just fully charging, so that, because the main thing is, as long as she is not fully charged the moment she bursted. 1.6 though, so in this one I made sure that I'm not properly bursting, where basically I'm not fully bursting. So I guess let's just get the numbers in, right? Okay, so let me do it where I'm not even thinking about it. So if I just manually do it without like thinking about it, it should be in the between of these, right? Between these two. It's basically a significant DPS loss. Let's see if we do it. If we somehow always get unlucky, you know, I'll give it a benefit of the doubt because I did reload a bit more often on it. So like maybe like a 1.7 or something. Like I'll just give it a little bit because I'm reloading at awkward timings where I'm forcing the reload. Maybe 10 to 20% damage loss. It's still a damage loss regardless, right? So again, if I'm gonna burst here with Cinderella, the damage when she's not fully charged is roughly 50 mil, 57 mil, right? And then when she's fully charged, is 116. So it's almost double. So let me try bursting. So I basically it's like 60 mil, right? 50 to 60 mil. So let me do a 2 full rotation here. Let's just do that. Let's do a 2 full rotation here. And I'll check the damage or the total damage on Cinderella after 2 full rotations. Now obviously it's a little bit misleading because she has mirror stacking count, right, like at the beginning, so this is not as accurate, but let's just see it. I get 2 full burst rotations. Okay, so 250 mil. And assuming that that extra burst is 50 mil, let's just, you know, lowball it or something. If it's that 50 mil, it's basically 20% damage. If it's 50 mil out of 250 mil, that's 20%. So if you somehow, for some reason, you're always like, if you're somehow your ammo capacity is not lining up properly with her burst windows, and she is constantly at bursting when she's not fully charged up, you're losing 20% damage. But again, I'm just pointing it out. But again, there's other nuances, obviously, because this is like just a quick snapshot within that 30-second interaction, right? But there's a lot more nuance to it: reloading timing, boss mechanics, and then boss jumping, and the buffs lining up. There's a lot more other nuance that happens in a full 3-minute fight. But again, this is a huge DPS loss if they do fix it. So what I think should be is they should be doing it instead where it's not a bug, it's a feature. Just but, and again, the way I think about it is, I think when they were balancing it, they probably had it, because as you can see, again, when we were doing it, when I was just doing non-stop, I somehow just like matched that reload timing, and hopefully when they were testing, maybe she had like, you know, some max ammo overload lines. I'm hoping she, you know, when they were testing, she had a lot of, basically she had a lot of uptime when she's shooting, and so that's probably why. Yeah, just add it to the description. It's not a bug, that's how a feature. No one snitched to shift up. No, chat, come on, think about the views. We think about the YouTube views. All right, shut up. The thing is, like, people already know. People are already talking about it. Actually, somebody already posted it. Actually, how did we discover this? No, somebody already posted it in the official Discord. So no, somebody already snitched it right here. Somebody already see it was like 12 hours, almost 12 hours ago. No, it's already somebody already snitched it. I mean, at the end of the day, just basically pay attention when you're bursting, right? Something you want to make sure is like when she's bursting, you just have to make sure that she has that charge up. And I mean, to a certain degree, I mean, that's a good thing. And here, let me explain why. Because basically it will reward you for manualing still. Like, it's, and the thing is, like, because of how high her uptime charging is, if you're autoing, you're probably only gonna have like 1 or 2 misses, right? Like, usually that's what's gonna happen. For the most part, you are attacking, you are charging. That's the thing, that's what I was saying. But I mean, you know, that's the drawback on making her very boomer hands friendly. Yeah, it's not hard to min-max this, but obviously the solar raid min-maxers are gonna mauled about it. So yeah, I just say it. This is annoying to min-max. I guarantee you it's not as annoying if you have a lot of ammo line. It's a burst damage increase based on her charge damage bonus. No, the description is based on final attack. That's why, and that's why we're saying that it's not how it's supposed to work. The thing is, like, if it doesn't line up, it's a pretty usually the first burst is fine, right? Because like there's no way you're gonna reload on your first burst, but the second burst onwards, there's a chance. Second Cinderella burst onwards, there's a chance that you would like just lose DPS. So there's 2 ways they have done this, and I'll just tell you what previous gachas have done it, or not previous gachas. For Grand Blue Fantasy Korwa, this is back in like 2016. They refunded the entire pulls. So my friend, who actually, you know, basically think of it as if equivalent of like getting golden mileage ticket, like he had like 300 pulls. Basically he got refunded back full amount. I don't think shift up is gonna do that, because that's a huge amount of body loss. I just say. So surely there's pull history, Nikke, right? Spend your pulls. And see, that's the thing. A lot of people have pulled already. Some people have done core 7 MLB because of these damage reasons, right? And if they decide to nerf her, right, because a 20% damage nerf is pretty huge deal. So if you, so like, you gotta keep in mind that that's a pretty darn huge deal. If they did like nerf her, you cannot just give me back like 10 tickets. Oh, I'm sorry to everyone. Like, no, you cannot just like to do, because the damage, the reason why some people decided to swipe, right, is because they saw the damage. Oh my god, this is really good, right? And so the best thing that they could do is just say, it's not a bug, it's a feature. Everybody's happy, Cinderella does more damage, and they don't really have to code anything else new. They just have to update the description. Yeah, and then Solar Raid challenge mode also starts tomorrow. That's true. So like, I doubt that they're gonna have enough time to fix it tomorrow. And yeah, on reset. And this is if some top players are just like they just decide to run their runs, there's gonna be a discrepancy for those that run on the first day and then the last day if they started like fixing it. So no, they cannot just do that. Roll back everything, that's the absolute worst thing they could do. If you roll back pulls, that's the absolute worst thing you could do. And I'll tell you, it's a pain also from just a dev perspective to do that. No, no. A lot of kits have descriptions, updates claim it's always worked that way. Yes, you know who the first one of the first ones that had that is? Alice. They didn't realize how Alice worked, right? I'm gonna look at when Alice is. Take a look. When is my video on Alice charge speed? Oh, it's above Red Hood. No, it's after Red Hood vid then. It's when they started SBS. Oh, yeah, I guess maybe when they started doing SBS, yeah. Sure, do you know their crit formula? Well, the way I see it is their QA doesn't know the ins and outs of the details, right? They're probably just reporting, oh yeah, this is doing this much damage, right? They're not like trying to probably proofread like this. It should deal this exact damage because of this, right? Like it's probably above their pay grade, but this, and honestly, that they should actually check these to be honest. But maybe they're just looking at like, oh, look at this damage, she's doing way more kind of this way, and like, and again, the way I see it is, I think they think, oh, Cinderella's doing this much damage, she's looking pretty good. And this is their expected damage on Cinderella. Even though the description doesn't match what it's actually doing, what it's actually doing is their intended like behavior, or the damage, or the result, basically. Not the behavior. The damage is their intended like result. That's what I'm understanding is. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think they are okay with this. It's just that it's funny because this is the good old Harran shift bug. Now, here's what they could do. They could just, if they really want to fix the issue, because it is annoying to manual, right? It is annoying to manual. You guys feel me? If you like, now I gotta manual this, like I gotta make sure. If they do fix it, then they should adjust the damage burst to correspond to match the current like damage. That's where everybody is happy. They fix their bugs, we get the good damage. Buff Harran in the middle of it? No. No. By the way, did you know that 56% of you still hasn't subscribed yet? Make sure to click that subscribe button, click that bell notification, leave a comment, like, and subscribe.